Yo, what is up everybody? Shri Kanase here. So if you have been following me for a while, you guys know that I recently posted a case study of my new general store that runs solely on Google Ads. And at the time I posted that video, that specific store had done around $5,000 in sales. Not too impressive, but it was a great start. I had invested only around $400 into that store, but as of today, that same exact store, as you can see on my screen, has done roughly $12,313 and don't forget the 58 cents. Out of those $12,313.58, after cutting out all of the fees, I'm left with $11,441.85. Of course, this is not counting the cost of goods, advertisements, etc. But this video is all about how I just invested about $400 into the store, and it is a WooCommerce store, not a Shopify store, but I'm still drop shipping nonetheless. But an investment of $400 has not just doubled or tripled, it has actually increased by 30 times in less than 2 months. And as crazy as that sounds, the proof is right here. What I'm going to do is refresh the page just so that you guys do know that this is not fake. So as you can see, I refreshed it. At the top on the left, it says that the total sales is about $12,313.58. I started getting sales at the very end of March, basically in the beginning of April. And currently I'm recording this video in June. As you can see, there has been a steep increase in the amount of sales. I'm not gonna lie, this did not take just a few hours of work a week. It took hours and hours of work every single day for the whole 2 months. But as you guys can see, the rewards have been given and I could not be more happy with this store, where it is going, and I plan to scale it. But if you stick till the end of this video, you're gonna find out exactly the specific strategy, and it is actually a very simple strategy. It is what I used to take this store from literally $0 and negative $400, which was an investment in the beginning I had to make, into $12,000 in sales. But none of the things that I say in this video will be helpful unless you smash that like button. But before we head on over to the spreadsheet, which has the exact strategy of how I turned this $400 investment into $12,000, which is almost 30 times the initial investment, let's go ahead and go on over to a specific budget sheet that I had made on Google Spreadsheets when I began this store. When it comes to expenses and everything like that, I'm very specific. I like to know exactly where a single cent of my money is going when it comes to starting new stores. And that is the exact reason why I had started this spreadsheet that you see on the screen. As you can see, I purchased the domain for this specific store on March 30th, which is when I sort of officially began working on the website. And I highly recommend for anybody who does currently do Shopify or WooCommerce dropshipping, or just dropshipping in general, to really be specific with every single expense that you have. This sort of expense list really let me know how much money I invested and how much money I made as a return, and I can track every single cent of my money. But there's a lot of things written down on the left. These are all expenses related to this new general store. As you can see, the domain, hosting, theme, logo, and these are all the applications, also known as plugins, on WooCommerce, which I used and downloaded on this new store. If you watch my other case study on this store, which I posted recently, one of the reasons I mentioned in that video as to why I switched from Shopify to WooCommerce was the monthly pricing. As you can see, all of the specific costs where it says monthly next to it are the only ones that are currently charging me per month. And I've already done a little bit of work ahead of time to calculate exactly how much I'm paying per month for this WooCommerce store, and the total comes out to a whopping $112 per month. For some of you who aren't dropshipping yet, this may seem like a lot, but if this was a Shopify store, I would already be at the $500 per month range, which is really high. There are currently only 3 applications or plugins, as you can see, which are currently charging me per month. All of these other expenses were one-time expenses, and that is the cool thing about WooCommerce. But I've done all of the additions and everything ahead of time, so for all of the domain, hosting, application, etc., I'm currently paying an yearly fee of $234.57, and the monthly fee comes out to about $112 flat. OTM, on the other hand, simply means one-time payments, and all of these payments added up to about $264.91. This is the payment I made right at the beginning when I started this store. If we divide this yearly fee by 12, because there are 12 months in a year, we get $19.54. So what I did is I added this specific fee to the overall monthly fee to get $131.50. $131.54. This simply means that I would be investing currently $131.54 out of my pockets for this store. If we add this fee to the overall one-time payment that I made, of which was $264.91, it comes out to about $396.45, or in another case, $400. I had started this store with a budget of $2,000, but as you can see, I only used up $400, and the rest of the money I invested, but I got that back quickly because Google Ads works very differently, and I'll show you guys how in just a second. As you guys see, this $400 investment, which may seem not very big, turned into a 30 times return of $12,313.58. But now that we've gone over the specifics, let's dive into the exact strategy which I used. And if at any time you get confused with this strategy, you can go ahead and click the button that is hovering above my head on the top right, which links you to the case study I did on this store, which contains a deep analysis of the strategy. But let's start with finding the products and exactly how I found products which began selling on this store, which was a general store. So if you're one of those hard workers who has been playing around with Facebook ads for a while, or if you were looking to get into Facebook ads, just know that Google Ads is a very, very different world than Facebook ads. Stuff that works for Facebook ads does not work for Google ads because these strategies are completely different. It's like trying to feed your dog cat food. It just doesn't work out. But when it comes to Google ads, the first thing you have to be aware of is that products which people are searching for, and I underlined and bolded this term because it is very important, but these kinds of products are the ones that sell on Google Ads, period. If there is no demand for your product on Google, meaning if people are not searching for that product, you're gonna have a very, very hard time getting that product sold. So when it comes to Google Ads, you want to really start focusing on the search volume. How much volume does the search term for this specific product have? For example, let's look at the search term wireless printer. If there are 0 people searching for the term wireless printer, your printer is just gonna sit on your store's collection page and never sell. But on the other hand, if you have about 20,000 monthly searches for that specific product and you did proper SEO and you have an image which stands out from the rest of the people advertising the product via Google Shopping ads, you're very likely to sell that product. But when doing product research, a lot of people try to find those products which are problem solvers or unique or trending. Get ready, because what I'm about to say can really make you gasp and jump out of your seat. None of these 3 things are relevant with Google Ads. You may be very surprised, but that is the beauty about Google Ads. It does not have to be a problem solver or a unique product or even trending. All it has to have is a few search terms which people are searching for, and all of these search terms should add up to above 20,000 in total. In fact, forget the term product research. Think of this as keyword research, because that is essentially what we're doing when it comes to Google Ads. You're not searching for a product, you're searching for keywords which apply to a specific product. And all you have to do is just list that product so that you can rank for that keyword. And in the process, you just want a product with a price that you can compete with these other Google Shopping advertisers. In the end, when it comes to Google Shopping ads, all that matters is if you're providing a competitive price or not. And this does not mean that you start price wars and sell a product for $5 just because somebody else is selling it for $10. Do not undercut anybody, because all you're gonna do is just kill that product. But what you want to do is price match with other competitors. And this will guarantee that not only do you stand out of the crowd, but you get your listing to the very front where people can see it and also click on it, because you provide a competitive price based on these other listings. And a really awesome ways to find these products is through Aliexpress flash sales, Amazon daily deals, or even your Facebook feeds. Just today, I found a really great product which I know for a fact will sell through Facebook feeds. And I'm going to only be listing it on Google Ads. And the beauty about this is there's a lot of competition on Facebook ads for that product, but there's literally only 2 sellers on Google Shopping ads. So again, think of product research as simply keyword research, because it is nothing more than that. Just find a specific keyword and find a product related to that keyword and list that, and you will be on your way to making millions. But finding products is only part of the process. The next one is launching ads. How do you launch ads, and how do you go about scaling and everything else? For this specifically, if you want to go in depth, watch my video on case study, which I mentioned earlier in the video, because it contains literally the step-by-step process. But in general, you want to launch one single Google Shopping campaign for all of your products, not one product, not 2 products, all of your products. I know if you come from Facebook ads, you may be thinking, okay, I'm ready to make that perfect video ad which can get me all of the sales. I'm gonna launch 5 to 10 Google shopping campaigns like I do for my Facebook ads, but that is not the case. You need just one single Google shopping campaign and it will test every product you have on your store. Yes, you can do your happy dance because you're gonna be saving a lot of money. The only downside in my opinion is that there's a lot of waiting required with Google ads, unlike Facebook ads where you can make quick decisions. With Google, it is required that you wait about 5 to 7 days to basically monitor your results, see what you're getting, see how many sales you're getting, and then make your decision based off of that. And the biggest problem is if you just made a brand new Google ads account, it's gonna take 2 to 4 weeks for your account to basically warm up. Google shopping ads will teach you patience because that is what you need to be successful with Google ads. But once you have run the Google shopping campaign for these specific time periods and you're getting some sales, specifically 3 to 5 on one specific product or multiple, what you want to do is then launch single product campaigns for those specific individual products which got you the sales. And in this campaign, you want to exclude everything else besides that one product which got you sales. This is where we're kind of scaling our product now because we're only putting a large amount of budget for this specific product and we want our Google ads to be shown mostly for this product. And this is where the scaling phase comes into play. So when it comes to scaling, what I did for this Google Ad Store, as you can see, the big increase from just $3,000 or $4,000 to over $8,000 in a single month was that every 4 to 7 days I was increasing budget on the specific campaigns for the single product which were getting me sales. So initially it did require that I waited for about 2 to 4 weeks and actually let the Google shopping campaign test all of the products. But once I identified those products which started getting me the sales and fell into the 3 to 5 sale bracket, what I did is I duplicated the general campaign and excluded all of the products as I mentioned and just launched only that specific product which was getting me sales. And every 4 to 7 days, as it got me results under my cost per purchase, I was increasing the budget by $5 to $10. There's no kinds of crazy scaling involved with Google ads. In Facebook ads, you would launch CBOs or you would duplicate the budget by 2 times, 5 times, do manual bidding and all sorts of this crazy stuff. But with Google ads, it is very, very different. With scaling your Google shopping campaign, you can also launch retargeting ads on Facebook as a means of getting back these extra lost customers who abandoned the cart and kind of scale that way as well. A very effective alternative to this is that alongside your Google shopping campaign, you can use the data from customers that you got to launch Facebook ads via lookalike audiences and or launch interest ad sets for that specific product. So in this case, you're utilizing both Google shopping campaigns and Facebook ads because you're getting all those sales of your content, add to cart, etc. from Google ads. Your pixel is going to have a lot of data when it comes to Facebook ads. You should be able to successfully launch a few ads with lookalike audiences. Otherwise, you can also implement interest ad sets. So this is one great way to diversify your traffic sources and not just use Google ads but also use Facebook ads. That is exactly what I did. As we see, if we go back to the reports for the store, I was at around $4,486 in the month of May, and that immediately increased to $7,183. And the crazy thing is, it's only June 18th when I'm recording this video. So in 18 days, I was able to double what I made in the entire month of May utilizing this exact strategy. I used both Facebook retargeting ads, Facebook lookalike audiences, and Google ads to achieve this kind of success. But if we go back to our last slide, one key thing you want to remember is you have to slow down with Google ads. This is not Facebook. Don't rush because you will make costly mistakes which will bring you to a very, very deep loss. And this just means do not go crazy trying to scale campaigns or increase the budget significantly. This is not Facebook ads where you can kind of just throw the ad in front of a bunch of people with the similar interests, because with Google ads, as I mentioned earlier, people have to be searching for this product. Otherwise, you're not going to sell. You can't force new people to search. You can only show your ads to those people who are already searching. And if you do increase the budget significantly by 5 times or 10 times, just because you want to go crazy and say YOLO, well, you're going to have an empty pocket by the end of the day. Google ads does take, again, 5 to 7 days to properly optimize and keep getting you sales at a lower and lower cost. Increasing the budget like this significantly is only going to lose the optimization and cause you to overspend on that campaign. Remember, with Google ads, this phrase really applies, but slow and steady wins the race, period. But this is the general strategy I used to turn that $400 into a whopping $12,000. If you found any type of value in this video, do me a big favor and smash that like button to please the YouTube gods. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the bell notification icon right next to the subscribe button to stay up to date to videos just like these ones. And I'll see you guys next time.